beautiful YouTubers. Thank you for having a cup of coffee with me. I have my coffee because we're starting right out of the gate this morning, Friday, February 23rd, and I'll tell you what, it's warm outside. We have had rain since like yesterday afternoon, and it's still kind of it's wet out there, so it's like spring. And on my new channel, I don't know if some of you noticed, I just changed the name from Vermont This and That to Vermont Sun and Shade. So we're going to be talking about spring birds. My first video out of the gate over there is about the trapping here in Vermont. It's a huge, huge issue. And it's more of the shade part of it. I'll be doing sunny, happy clips and shade clips. But anyway, with all that said, an artisan was asking a question, which I think a lot of people may have. That you buy a hat, and if I'm understanding this correctly, and I have a few demos here I'm going to do to answer this question, but you buy a hat and the pom-pom is too long. So what I'm thinking is that pom-pom is flopping, or it's making the hat slouchy. So with that thought, now I don't have my mannequins. They're in the Milton Artists Guild, where my work is at right now. None of my crochet work is over there, so we have to find a home for that pretty soon because it's not fitting. We need to find a home for my crochet stuff. But anyway, so what I did was I selected a few hats, and I had a hat with a pom-pom on it, and I cannot locate it right now. I may have given it as a gift at Christmas. Now this is a cat hat, and this is just simple, rectangles, and then stitched on this end. It's a tube is what it is, from the Loops and Threads knitting machine, if you want to make one like that. And if you want me to show you, I'll show you how too. It's a beautiful hat. I love this hat. But this has pom-poms. So I was going to use this a little bit as a demo to explain a few different ways that what you can do with the pom-poms. Now, you can trim the pom-poms super right off the bat. The other thing you can do is you can tuck them in, because you see how the way the pom-pom is put on the hat is it's a whole bunch of yarn, right? It's just a bunch of yarn, maybe about 7-8 inches long. Big pile of yarn. So right smack in the middle of that yarn, they tie a knot, and they tie it all together as they tie it into the hat. And you can see right here, this is how I did that. So, what happens is it kind of makes a little, no matter how careful you are with that, it will make a little knob almost. So what you could do, this is one idea. If the pom-pom is too long and flopping, like make it, I think what it is, I'm going to try this hat on. I have trying to keep my hair back, so we'll see if this works. But you've seen me with this hat on. It's slouchy. So I think what's happening is her pom-pom, the issue that this particular YouTuber has is the pom-pom is slouching like that, and she doesn't like that. So let me demo with this hat a little bit. Couple things, obvious things. You can take the pom-pom off. You can trim the pom-pom. It might help a little. The other thing you can do is take the hat, right? And you probably know this one already too, but I don't think this is the question she's asking. But you can take the brim and fold it up higher until that comes down. But her pom-pom's probably still like that. So that's what I think's happening. So from that perspective, we're going to talk, okay? Because now she's got the hat as flat to her head as possible, and that pom-pom's still slouching. The pom-pom is probably still slouching because they probably made the knob. They've got too much there, I'm guessing. or they didn't tie it tight enough. So you can either take it out completely and redo your own pom-pom. However, she bought this hat, so I don't know if someone made it or it's manufactured. Manufactured, and I worked in a manufacturing knitting company, and the knitting machines and the sewing machines, they are high industrial. It is very difficult to get those stitches out without compromising all the yarn and fabric around where it's stitched. So that may be another issue that she's dealing with. So with that, take a look at this, because this is how I'm going to describe it. You turn the hat inside out, and what you want is to gather it so that you're going to pull that pom-pom down a little, and it's going to rest in the center of the gather. So this is what I mean. We'll use this hat. I don't think I need to turn it inside out, but let's turn it inside out, because you'd want to turn it inside out. Okay, and what you're going to do, so your pom-pom's on the other side there. So just start gathering it like that. And when you do that, if you turn this over, when you do that, you see what it does? It pulls that pom-pom down. So it's going to pull it down into the center of it. Now, when you sew it, use your darning needle, use some yarn, and just come down. Now, remember, because you're working on the inside out here, just come down a little bit. Don't sew it at the tip, because if you sew it at the tip, the pom-pom will still be floppy. So what you're trying to do is secure the pom-pom in some kind of for lack of a better word, in some kind of a cavity, in some kind of a little resting place, and you're just going to sew like that. Now and what this will do, okay, so this will also shorten the height. It will shorten it from here to here, just a little bit. So in this case, you're going to see, and just go around like that, and do it loosely first, because that way, and don't take everything apart, just do it like that, put the needle down, and then turn it, and like that, and test it, and see if your pom-pom and I bet you it will. So, and then if you're having little folds and you don't like those little folds, well, those will probably spread out when you put it on your head, but test it out a little bit and see how that goes. I hope that helps, and I'm curious to find out if it worked. So please let me know, and we'll have to get back to doing some crocheting, because I miss it and I love it. And this is a spring hat. I need a new hat. I've got to get rid of this. This is really old. I'm telling you, it's starting to look and feel old. So it's time for a new hat, and I love this. This is a beautiful. Maybe we'll make another hat like this on this channel. And this is a crochet by me. This is knitted on my machine. Look how adorable that is, though, too. This is knitted on my machine, and this is crochet by me. So anyway, I hope that helps, and let me know when you have a beautiful day.